Hey, welcome back. Happy Monday. I was at my 17-year-old son's state powerlifting championship over the weekend. Holy cow, are these kids strong? It was absolutely amazing. And it was really cool to see all of the parents and, friends and supporters who were there cheering on these amazing athletes. There was one team whose parents really stood out to me, and they were seated right in front of me, and on the backs of their shirts it said pressure is a privilege. And as I sat there for hours watching this meet and really thinking about that saying or that thought, pressure is a privilege, it really jumped out to me how this applies to narcissistic abuse, how this applies to business growth. And that's what we're talking about today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Melissa. I'm a narcissistic abuse recovery specialist, trauma expert. I'm also a business owner, someone who really fascinated with business energetics, business growth. And I like to say that I work at the intersection of narcissistic abuse recovery, entrepreneurship, and personal development or energetics. So as I was sitting there and I was thinking about this, pressure is a privilege, thinking about, even what I knew to be true as a doctor, bones are strengthened through weight bearing. That's why they tell people weight bearing exercise to prevent osteoporosis, right? Muscles are strengthened through lifting heavier weights. But even beyond the strengthening, there's an element of needing to increase your focus, right? When you think about, there was a kid in my son's weight class who bench pressed 385 pounds. Now, the highest weight for this weight class was 198. So these kids were less than 198 pounds, bench pressed 385 pounds. That is like freaking unbelievable to me. Absolutely insane. The amount of focus that has to be required. This is not a person who's like phoning it in at the gym, who's like mindlessly on the Stairmaster, flipping through their magazine while they're, watching TV, just like putting in the reps or putting in the time, right? There's a certain amount of focus that is required to be able to get your muscles to contract and relax in the order that is required to be able to lift that much weight with the form and technique that is required for the judges to approve the lift. The focus is incredible. And when I talk about refinement, because I think that's the third benefit of this external pressure, strength, focus, refinement. The refinement is seeing where we're sort of off, where we're out of alignment. I talk a lot about integrating the different aspects of ourself. We've got our mental self, our physical self, our emotional self, our spiritual self. When we are in our head, and not in the present moment, not in the activity or the thing that we're doing, when we're sort of phoning it in on that activity because we're off in our head somewhere else, there's an opportunity for the refinement of our thought process, of our state of being. And if you haven't heard my video last week, I think it was Friday, on your state of being and your thoughts and why your thoughts matter so much, these external pressures give you an opportunity to really examine those. Because if you're in your head and you're saying to yourself, yeah, I can't do it. There's no way I can lift this weight. There's no way I can, get through this divorce or this legal challenge. There's no way I can grow my business to 8 figures. There's no way I can whatever, resolve this challenge that I'm having in life, whether that's a health challenge, a relationship challenge, a financial challenge, whatever it is. If if we're sitting there thinking thoughts or are in a state of being that's not congruent with realizing that intention, making that intention come to life and come to fruition, there's an opportunity for refinement. And without doing something, sitting on your couch all day is not going to give you the opportunity for that refinement. This is where that pressure is a privilege. What an incredible opportunity to really refine our intention, to get clear on our state of being, our thoughts, so that our actions bring it to life, to really hone and narrow in our focus on what it is that we desire most, what it is that we are intending to achieve, whether that's bench pressing 385 pounds or whether that's having a healthy relationship with your adult children, having a relationship that's healthy with a spouse now or in the future, having a successful business, creating great impact in the world. Really being able to focus on that intention and then create through action, through this focused, refined action, to create the process that strengthens our resolve, that creates this fortitude, that strengthens our minds, our bodies, our spirits, to bring to life that which we want most. I absolutely love it. If I knew which school had these shirts on, I would give them credit in this video because I think it was brilliant. And I may just have to have one of those shirts made for myself. Pressure is a privilege. Don't resist it. Don't run for it. Lean in and enjoy the benefits. I'll see you tomorrow.